All right, good morning, everybody. Today we are going to talk about stop saying buyers are liars. Just stop it. So people naturally go through buying stages as their lives change, whether they're aging, gaining wealth, expanding their families, they're maturing in their tastes. Each potential client is going through an easily recognized cycle. The cycle puts buyers into three categories: those who are starting out, those who are truly looking, those who have decided what they want and are definitely going to do something, but they haven't decided what yet, and the ones who have a clear idea of what they want, including their price range and other details. So stage one, this is where usually people get, buyers get called liars. So buyers are just toying with the idea of making a change. They're not trying to be coy when they're giving you vague answers to your questions about what they're looking for. They legitimately don't know because they may have just started their search. They may just be considering moving. This is that, consideration time. Agents can put themselves in a position to win their business down the road, right? This is a nurture lead by taking on the role of an advisor and asking them questions that move them forward mentally. So remember, this is the beginning stages. This could be a year before they're ready to actually pull the trigger on buying a house. So remember that. This is just stage one. So that's why when you're calling and you're talking to buyers, the same questions don't always apply. When you speak to people, you need to build your relationship and you need to ask appropriate questions to find out which stage they are in. Then you can go into some further questions, which is the reason I always, and you will hear me repeat myself, I always suggest that you say, when you pick up the phone and you call somebody or somebody calls you, do not ask them, well, what price range are you looking in? Are you pre-approved? Those are the wrong questions. You need to ask them questions about their search, about when they started looking, when they plan on moving, things like that. So stage two, this is when they're in the middle. They decide to make the change. Maybe they put their house on the market or they decided not to renew their rental lease. They may have already made a verbal commitment to each other or to friends and family that they're going to buy. They don't know exactly what they want, but they do know that a change is coming. Agents can still they can distill 2 or 3 different options to help them narrow the field, right? So this is where they're getting there, right? They're on the road. They're on the yellow brick road driving up to the castle. So they're in the middle. They decided, yes, we're going to buy something for sure, 100%. So let's start talking about, what your interest areas. Did you speak to the bank yet? Do you know how much you can spend? Things like that. Stage 3, this is where they're ready to buy. This is the hot buyers. So customers come to the table. They know what they want. They know their price range. They know what features they can't live without. They have a notion of the type of floor plan that meets their needs. They are definitively in the market. And it's only a matter of who's going to win their business. So at this point, they're a hot buyer. Who's going to sell them a house? This is stage 3. So when agents fail to win that business, too often their response is, buyers are liars. They write them off. They're unserious. They're wasting their time. The truth is, agents who are surprised by a customer going in a different direction, I'm telling you right now, you did not ask the right questions to get in the buyer's heads. I promise you. And if I listen to your phone call, I bet you I hear, what price range are you looking in? Did you get pre-approved? Instead of the right questions. When did you start your search? When do you plan on moving? Oh, what are the reasons you looked at this house? When agents aren't aware of what their potential buyers are thinking, you are the one wasting your time with the wrong people and losing business in the process. On the other hand, when agents find out which stage their buyers are in, they can meet them there and they don't need to talk about the price range. Okay. What they're going to do is they're going to understand that which stage they're in. They don't need to, and like let's say in the first stage, they don't need to hear specifics. They just need to understand how their lives are going to improve if they make the change. Give them advice. This is how the process works. Oh, you want to buy a co-op? Have you ever bought a co-op? Do you know what happens when you buy a co-op? This is what you need to do. Do you know you need to give all of your financial information? Some people have no idea. Most people have no idea. They have no idea that, they may have a certain amount of money in the bank, but they don't realize, oh my gosh, I got to pay closing costs. So this may be a buyer in the beginning stages. You give them the advice and you nurture them. You stay in touch. In stage 3, they don't need to be persuaded that this is going to improve their lives. They already know what they want. They came to you as the agent. They're ready to go. They know why the agent, the community, or the home is right for their specific situation. They're ready to buy. It's important for you as an agent to spend time with buyers in all stages of the process. Obviously, the ones that are hot, ready to go, stage 3, those A buyers, those are the ones you want to spend the most time with. But you need to nurture your stage 2 and your stage 1 buyers, which is your B and C buyers. You need to nurture these people. That way you have a healthy pipeline of prospects as you move through these stages. So once your hot buyers buy, right? Let's say it takes you 2 months or so to sell somebody a house. Maybe someone else coming up in your stage 2 is moving into stage 3, but you're not going to know that unless you're nurturing those people and keeping in touch. If you are surprised by a customer's decision, then identify the stage that they are in. You may have a conversation, think that they're a stage 3 hot buyer, but then they really turn out to be only a stage 2. You always have to have these conversations, okay? This will allow you to meet the customers where they are so you can move them into the next stage and subsequently their next home. So are you the chosen one, right? Do you have all your profiles set up? So why would somebody choose you, right? Do you have a professional headshot on all of your pages? Do you have a biography? Is your biography up to date? Do you have your past sales on Zillow, StreetEasy, Realtor.com? Are you getting reviews from your past customers and clients? And this one I love. Did you ever Google yourself? What did you find? Is it something that is a good thing? Did you Google yourself and say, okay, great. I love what I found. Someone can find me. They know I'm in real estate. They saw my website when they Googled me. Or did they find nothing when they Googled you? Google yourself. Get those reviews. Make sure you have a professional headshot. If you have a selfie as your headshot, you need to take a new one. If only your Zillow profile is set up and not your Realtor.com and not your Max Center and not StreetEasy, you lose. Have all profiles up to date. Do you have a plan? When you actually are working with your buyers, do you have a plan? Or do you just kind of, wet the paper towel, throw it at the ceiling, say, oh, is it going to stick? Great. I'm doing a good job. It's stuck. Sometimes it falls down. You have to have a plan. Currently, we have Boomtown available as a CRM that you can have for an additional fee that helps you nurture your clients. Or there's a free option using Remax LLC, and that is Booge. So if you log into your Max Center, you can use Booge, and you can nurture your customers. Nurture them. Or you can use any CRM. I don't care what CRM. People ask me, what do you think is the best CRM? The best CRM is the one that you use, even if it's not the actual most techie one out there, right? Doesn't have the most features. But if you use ABC CRM, then beautiful. Then that's the best CRM. It is the one that you use. So what is your plan? What do you do for your A buyers, your B buyers, and your C buyers? How often are you calling them? Are you holding yourself accountable? How are you holding yourself accountable? If you say you're going to call all of your B buyers once a month, do you do that? How do you remind yourself to do that? How are you holding yourself accountable? Do you have a partner that says, hey, agent, did you call your buyers? And you can go back. Well, did you call your buyers? Hold yourself accountable. And then the last thing is your plan working? Because you have to reevaluate all the time. Everything in life, you reevaluate. Okay, it's working, it's not working. What do I need to adjust to make it work? How do we do this? So again, just a recap. Buyers are in different stages. Stage 1, they're not ready yet. They're just starting to poke around. You need to be their advisor. Stage 2, they're getting ready. They're in the middle of that yellow brick road on the way to the castle. They're not 100% sure, but they're almost there. They're starting to boil a little bit. You have to be there to remind them, I'm here for you when you're ready. I'm here for you when you're ready. Still be that advisor. Start getting them connected. And then you have your stage 3, ready to buy. Those are the ones that you spend the most time with. Those are the ones that you show houses. And that is how you will convert some more buyers. And you will understand that buyers are not liars. It's just they're in different stages.